in today's video, we will be talking about universities that offer full funding for master's degree in the United States of America. So, for this video specifically, we will be focusing on master's degree in the field of higher education, which is otherwise called student affairs. So, just a little bit about this field. So, student affairs professionals are people who are dedicated to supporting students holistically. So, whether that is in academic, professionally, and also in personal development. So, student affairs professional, they do things from studying abroad or even advising students on their academic journey. They serve as residence hall directors. You could even be like a president of your university might have a master's in student affairs or in higher education. So they could be dean of students, literally whatever role you can think of, you probably have someone who has this degree in that field. So I thought let's actually look at, today I'll be giving you guys actually 7 universities that offer full funding to attend this university. So the first university that we will be looking at today is called Central Michigan University. So this, what you can see right now is their College of Education and Human Services, which is where they house their Masters of Art in Higher Education Administration program. So just a little bit, it talks a little bit about the program overview. So it says it's a dynamic program designed to prepare graduates to work in higher education and student affairs at colleges and universities. And goes on. So for this program, you will need 36 credit hours to graduate. So look at that, y'all. So one of the big questions I always get from people is, do I need to do a GRE? So they said no GRE required. Simple. Full stop. Period. So they're actually hosting some webinars, I guess, for people who are interested in learning. And then their deadline for fall admission is January 1st. So I'm guessing for the people who are interested in starting, so that would be next year that you'd be able to start, then you can apply. So it also lists some of the admissions requirements. So it says for undergraduate, you need to have at least a 3.0 GPA from your undergrad, from your bachelor's degree. And then it says applicants must provide evidence of promise as an administrator by preparing and submitting an admission portfolio. And then you need a resume. You need 2 letters of references. You need a 2 to 3 page single space statement detailing reasons for pursuing this degree. Okay, y'all. So those are some of the things. So it says some of the things that are unique to their program is that, one, they have a flexible schedule. So their classes are 8-week courses. They have practicums. So practicums they're also called internships as well. They have 6 credit of electives that you can take. And this is the good news. So this is the funding that they provide, which like I said, is full funding. So they provide graduate assistantships, which include a full tuition waiver, housing, and professional development. And they also have yearly summer study abroad experiences. And then they list some of the classes that you'd be taking. Let's scroll down. Okay, so for their assistantships, which for masters, I think a lot of times when you look at undergraduate, they say scholarships. For master's program, doctoral programs is typically called assistantships. So they said that that was for this year, they were offering 10 to 15 fully funded assistantships. And then it says the assistantship yearly compensation offers up to $11,000. So they pay you $11,000 a year, and also includes a tuition waiver, okay, and an option for free housing, so you can actually live on campus without having to actually work for that building or for that hall. So this is a great university to consider as you start thinking of universities and start thinking of colleges or start thinking of different programs. We can always just click here just to see a little bit more of their university. I love Central Michigan, y'all. So I was able to visit. It was actually one of the programs I was considering when I wanted to do my master's. So yeah, it's really like their campus is honestly beautiful. So it says 8th military. But yeah, y'all. So Central Michigan University is the first school you should check out. Let's head on to number two. All right, so the second school I wanted us to talk about is called the Indiana University of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. So they have their program is called the Student Affairs in Higher Education program. So I came straight to the graduate assistantship page, but we can go up and read more a little bit later. All right. So it says that approximately 90% of their students hold assistantships, which is awesome. So some of the offices or some of the places that the students are is in like the alumni office, the career planning, university testing, Greek life, judicial affairs, student activities, admissions, housing and residence life, training and leadership, orientation, administration. So there's a lot of like different sites. Oh, Point Park. Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, so these are like different places that they place their students. So about their funding, about their compensation package. So it says the basic compensation package for an IUP on campus assistantship is a full tuition waiver. So that means all of your fees, all of your your tuition is waived, and it also includes a $5,540 stipend per academic year. And what else? Oh, it says the IUP graduate residence directors receive room and board. Okay, so if you're serving as a residence director, you get room and board as well, and a 5,800 stipend in addition to tuition. But it says compensation package depend. Okay, so that means if you're placing one of these offsite places or offsite universities, then the package is different. But let's go, we can go here just to learn a little bit more about their program. Okay, so they have a cohort module. Okay, so this is the MA in Student Affairs. Okay, so the program introduces you to the key principles and responsibilities of this area of study. So it says practical experiences provided by your assistantship and practicums help transition you from the classroom to your first job in the field. A minimum of 42 credit. Okay. Okay. So that's just some of the things that's needed. Let's see student opportunities. They always say America is the land of opportunities. So let's utilize all the opportunities you get. What about admissions? Okay, so this is the steps to apply. So you need to complete the graduate school application. You need to submit official transcripts. So you also pay an application fee of $50. And then it says you then submit the following documents. So you need a current resume. You need a goal statement. So this is typically 2 to 3 page. I'm sorry, 2 to 3 double spaced. I'm sorry. So this is typically 2 to 3 double spaced pages and should address the following questions. What motivated you to pursue a career in student affairs? What are your professional goals related to student affairs? How may your personal knowledge, skills, and experiences positively contribute to the SAHE program? Okay. So yeah, so this is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And then I'm guessing it talks about like their interview process and all of that good stuff. Cool, cool, cool. All right, y'all. Hope you're still with me, and we can move on to the next school. So our third school is called Ball State University. So Ball State University have what's called the Master's Degree in Student Affairs Administration in Higher Education. So their program is you need 30 credit. It's a 30 credit hour program, so that's all you need to complete your degree. So it says so for course, so it just shows some of the courses that you need. So they have different tracks, which is nice. So it says the program has 2 tracks. So they have a 3 semester track or 4+ semester track. So I'm thinking their 3 semester track you can probably finish in 1 year. Okay, yeah, so 1 year you can finish their 3 semester track. So because that's you start in fall, you do a spring, and then you do summer, and then you're done. And it says that these are the different offices that people have graduate assistantship in. So admissions, disability services, diversity and equity initiatives, financial aid and scholarship, leadership programs, multicultural, student center programs. So yeah, so this is also nice. Let's see. So it says in exchange, this is their pay. So this will be, so it says in exchange of 20 hours of work per week as a graduate assistant, you will receive a waiver for the majority of tuition plus a stipend. And then it says the amount depends upon the office. And it says students are responsible for a small portion of tuition and all applicable university fees, both of which depend on the number. Okay, so that's depending on the number of the program, of the hours. Okay, what about this? So I'm guessing this is just I was trying to see if it gives you the exact number, but I'm guessing they won't since each of the programs are different. But okay, y'all, so that was the third school. Let's move on to the fourth. So the fourth school is Bowling Green State University, which is in Ohio as well. So Bowling Green State, their program is housed under the College of Education and Human Development. So um so this is just, I would skip this information just because the deadline's passed now. So if you're trying to start next year, I would say your deadline would be December of this year. Yeah, so December of this year would be the deadline to start next year. So it says, oh, that's nice. So there's no application fee for domestic US students. That's nice, but I'm guessing international students will have to pay the application fee. So the application process. So it says completed applications will be reviewed and evaluated by the admissions committee. Okay. So it says, okay, let's read this, what it says about international students. So it says international students, please note that applications for graduate admission will be processed in the Office of Admissions only. Only upon admission will International Student Services contact you for further information. Okay, we got it. Okay, so they said the admission into their program is a 4-step process. The first one is you submit a completed application file that includes the 6 items. And then the second one is applications is reviewed by the admissions committee. And then the committee will then decide, who to extend an invitation to for interview days. It says candidates must interview for, be offered, and accept an approved internship. And then once a candidate accepts an offer for an approved internship, then formal admission into the CSP program is granted. Cool. So similar to, I think, a lot of the other schools we've looked at, is they want the application, they want a copy of your transcript from your undergraduate or even grad school that you've attended. They want your resume, and they also want like a statement. So theirs is a career statement. They want 3 letters of recommendation. And then so they're just saying for fall 2022, the GRE as a requirement was waived, which is awesome. I'm sure mostly due to COVID as well. Let's go to stipend, y'all, because I'm all about the money. Okay, so stipend. So it says internships provide an academic year salary, parenthesis stipend, plus a tuition assistance covering 42 credit needed for the degree, provided the student remains in good academic standing. Oh, so this is nice. So it says during the first year, the 22 credit hour scholarship includes the non-resident fee for out-of-state residents. The scholarship for the second year. Okay, so for your first year, they covered the fee for non-resident, but your second year, they don't. So it says domestic students may be eligible to become an Ohio resident for the second year or may pay the non. And then it says international students may receive a scholarship. Okay, so that's sweet then. So right here, let me highlight that. This is international students may receive a scholarship for the non-resident fee for 2 years, which is perfect. Okay, so stipends. So it states that the stipends on their campus is $10,000. Isn't that just wonderful? So $10,000 is a stipend for the 2022-2023 academic school year. And it says for their residence life, they have a stipend of $11,250. Plus an apartment, a meal plan, and a tuition scholarship that covers, all of their credit. So it says internship stipends at partners. So these are other universities that they partner with. So they have a range from 8,750 to 18,970. So that's a massive range. But yeah, they also give, if you have questions, that's who to direct your questions to. So this is a really good school to look at. I'm just nosy, so I want to see what they're Okay, so they just talk about compensation. Okay, so it says like, so this is for housing. So you're able to kind of find housing that's close to campus, so you don't have to live on campus. All right, y'all. Our next school. Let's go. Okay, first of all, our next school is Kent State University. And I know you guys have noticed a change in my voice, but it's because Kent State University is my school, y'all. This is where I did my program, so I can speak a lot about the program. I can speak a lot about the university and just the department in general. So, for Kent State University, it says our students have the opportunity to gain valuable experiences in academic and student affairs offices, both at Kent State and in a variety of other types of institutions in the area. So, so to be eligible for a graduate assistantship (GA-ship), you'll be required to complete the GA application. The link. Okay, so upon your upon your admission to the program, the link will be sent to you. All right, so these are just the different offices or the different universities and the different offices that you can work with. So they have like Ashland University, you can work with their career development, with their residence life. Baldwin Wallace, you can work with financial aid, you can work with the Office of Student Affairs, or student activities. Um, with Case Western Reserve, you can work with Greek Life or Residence Life. With CCC Corporate, the Office of Executive Director, same, and they just go down a list, different offices that you work with. So I personally, I worked with Kansas University directly, and I worked with their residential life. I'm trying to see if they're on this list. So I work with their resident services team. So if you have any questions as you navigate, either about the specific Kent State program or just about residence life, feel free to reach out as well, and I'm happy to help, or happy to share my personal experience. So Kent State University, they actually didn't put their cost. They didn't put like the what is that? What am I trying to say? They didn't put the amounts that they cover, but let me just see. Okay, so it just says, yeah, it's just very general. But typically, I know from my program, so they covered tuition. So all of my tuition was covered. They covered 70% of my health insurance, and I also got a stipend of $7,000. And then the second year was $7,200. So for me, that was nice. And I also had like on-campus housing, so I lived on campus, and I also had a meal plan, so which was nice. So different offices at Kent State offer different packages. So some of them they pay like 8,000. I know some of my friends are making 8,000. Some people more, some people less. So every office is different, but typically once you have the graduate assistantship, it covers at least tuition for you. So with the Kent State program, let's see. So their master's program. So it just gives you. Oh, look at David. It gives you the contact information for the director of the program. It just says it says the Master of Education in Higher Education Administration and Student Affairs prepares graduates to assume a wide variety of administrative positions. So admission requirements, it says official transcript. So you need a you would need a GRE if your undergrad GPA is below 3.0. You'll also need a goal statement. You need 2 letters of recommendation. You need your resume or CV, and also an interview as well. So those are some of the things, and then you also need to pay the $45 application fee. But yeah, y'all. So this is Kent State University, and let's move on to our next school. So our next school is called UConn. Like it's AKA. They call a lot of people just say UConn, but it's the University of Connecticut. So the University of Connecticut. Let's look at them as well. So it says they're doing a review of their program, but it says it's a 36 credit hour curriculum, and it leads to a Master's of Arts degree. So it says each year they have a cohort of approximately 18 to 20 students. They accept 18 to 20 students in their program. And then it says all full-time students are encouraged to hold graduate assistantship to provide the professional and practical experience that allows students to apply theory to practice. And they say we also welcome students who are currently working full-time in higher education and student affairs or aligned roles who wish to further their education with a master's degree. And then they have like their diversity, equity, and inclusion statement. I'm trying to see what their I'm trying to see what their graduate assistantship information is. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Okay, so graduate assistantship. Okay, so let's see. So it says, we already said that part. So it says graduate assistantships offer students the opportunity to combine the theories gained through classroom instruction with supervised real-world experiences. It says assistantships are designed to give students the skills and knowledge to function effectively in the workplace. In addition, the graduate assistantship at the University of Connecticut offers an exceptional compensation package, providing a tuition waiver and medical and dental insurance options. Graduate assistantships are usually nine months programs. However, some graduate assistantship can be extended through the summer between a student's first and second year, and in rare instances may begin the first summer. Sorry, in rare instances may begin the summer prior to the start of their program. Okay. So it says for the 2021 academic year, a typical graduate stipend for a 9-month appointment is $24,798. And it says additional pay might also be available for students who choose to stay on campus and work during the summer months. Y'all, this I feel like theirs is the highest I've seen. So that's for a year, 24,000. Oh my gosh, I wish. But yeah, y'all. So this is definitely a good school to consider. Let's see. Okay, let's go to see more information about the application process. Okay, so I would say, so like for this year it was due December 1st. I would say for next year, if you're trying to start next fall, so if you're trying to start August 2023, so you would want to get your application in December 1st, 2022. All right, let's see, application timeline. So, okay, so typically December 1st is when the application is due, December 15th is the deadline. Okay. Oh, this is their recommendation. So the people who are your references, your recommendators, they need to submit it by December 15th, and then February is the assistantship. Okay. Application material. So you need your application, $75 fee, and then you need a resume, your essays, 3 letters of recommendation, official TOEFL scores for international students, unofficial transcripts from each college or university, so you can just attach that as a PDF. And it says GRE and additional writing samples are not required, which is perfect. Okay, so those are just some things to consider. But yeah, so definitely look into UConn. And now let's move on to our last university. So our 7th university and last one for this video is the Higher Education and Student Affairs Administration Program at Canisius University. All right, so it says that their program, oh, is that their class? Everyone's so cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it says their program basically similar, it's just including residence life, student engagement, academic advising, career counseling, diversity and inclusion, all of that good stuff. So it says there are a number of graduate assistantships available for accepted students. Most assistantships provide 100%. Y'all, every time I hear 100%, it just sounds so good to me. So 100% tuition waiver, and some include housing, stipend, and a meal plan. So you guys check this out. Check this school out. Don't miss it. Let's see if we can find, how do we read more maybe about admissions requirement. So for the admission requirement, so it says complete applications are reviewed by the committee. Students are then notified. This is this program, so they only start in the fall, so it's a fall start only. Students taking part-time, okay, so students taking part-time courses may apply for the fall or spring. Okay. All right. So requirements. So, ooh, that's nice. So they have a free online application, which is awesome. So you don't have to pay a fee for that. They say one official undergraduate transcript, and then you need your resume. And they said if your cumulative GPA is under 3.0, then you need two letters of recommendation. And this is one letter from a professor speaking to your readiness for graduate school, and then one letter from a higher education professional explaining why you're a good fit for the higher education field. And then additional requirements for international students. It says Canadian and other international students must provide a completed certification of finances form. International students who have completed university coursework outside the US and Canada are required to have their transcripts evaluated. And then it just gives you the TOEFL scores and stuff that you need to have. But yeah, so Canisius University was our last university. Let's see, just thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions about these 7 schools that I've listed, let me know. Until next time, my name remains Winnie, and this was Winning with Winnie. Bye y'all, and have a wonderful week.